Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In today's material we're going to talk a bit about rough play and why if your cat starts to play rather aggressive, you should never counter fire with fire, because that seemingly harmless tit for tat could have some negative repercussions that go far beyond the given moment. In terms of a foundation, it's very important to know that kittens and young adult cats just love to play, and many cats love to crank up the volume with that play. The more stimulation, the better. And when it comes to one-on-one play with you, some cats want a bit of a pushback, let's call it. They want a play fight. Why? Well, it's instinctual. Cats love to stalk, hunt, chase, and claim victory. They don't mind a bit of roughhousing. It's all part of the quest for the prize. However, that roughhousing could find you on the rough end of things, and your instincts could also, unfortunately, kick in, meaning some level of aggressive response in return. And before you know it, some rather fun play can go south in a hurry, with your cat mad and claw swiping as you attempt to get the better end of the situation. An ugly scene for sure. As a bit of a guide, here are just a few don'ts to put to good use if your cat becomes far too aggressive with that social play. Try and keep your hands and feet a bit out of bounds and out of the action. Never make wild hand motions. This will only entice your cat to become more aggressive with your arms and hands. If you're playing with your cat with a toy, allow the toy to do the heavy lifting, and keep your body activity to a minimum if possible. And this includes petting. If you know that your cat is all wound up, never make a harsh transition into a petting session. Moving that hand in when your cat is in an aggressive posture, well, it could culminate with a swipe or a bite. Make sure your cat is calm and settled before you make an attempt to pet. And this next tip, well, it sort of goes back to that fire with fire concept. Never match your cat's aggression, and under no circumstance should you initiate the aggression. Never go looking for a fight just as a means to get your cat in a roughhousing state of mind. This is just bad all around. In the long term, your cat could become fearful of you and grow to associate you with a negative presence. This can be quite damaging, as any amount of trust will be shaky at best, and your cat's default behavior could be one of a defensive posture, survival mode, even within your home. Another tip involves the art of doing nothing. If you're a regular around this channel, you know that I've mentioned this before. Yep, that's right. No punishment, no verbal rants. If your cat starts to play rough, far too rough for your liking, just get up and leave the room. That's it. Cats don't understand a scolding, but they will connect their roughhousing with your departure. And over time, your cat will learn to associate aggressive play with your departure. As soon as your cat wants to play rough, just stop everything and leave. Sometimes, when it comes to teaching a cat, your silence and the visual of you leaving can be the best tool in the shed when it comes to getting your point across. When nothing good comes from an action, that's often how cats learn. What's in it for me? Or not, in this case. Transitioning a bit to a few things that you can do to potentially prevent or quell your cat's desire for rough play. Start by giving your cat an eventful day in all aspects. Set up a consistent routine each day. Consistency breeds contentment and can serve to eliminate any type of aggressive behavior. Mental and physical enrichment are also key. Allow your cat to be as active as possible. Food mazes, games, times spent in the backyard, a bit of fun on the cat tree or scratching post. If your cat can blow off some steam elsewhere, they'll be less likely to play rough with you. And what about the home environment as a whole? The less stressed, the better. Do everything you can to make your cat's day-to-day as peaceful as possible. Some cats stay on edge simply because they don't enjoy their daily living situation. If your cat is happy just in general, this can lead to calm contentment. No reason to release aggression on you, playful or otherwise. This is especially true if a happy home life involves those positive enrichment outlets that I just noted. And finally, let's talk about those all-important essential needs: fresh food and water, fresh bedding, those play outlets, a little spot in the house to relax. While meeting these needs are critical for the most obvious of reasons, the ability to meet these needs will just add another layer to the foundation of contentment and peace, and not to mention overall trust in you. Now, in the big picture, as I noted from the top, young cats often love to play rough. There's really just only so much you can do about that part of things. However, there's often a fine line between rough play and aggression that is being released due to external factors. There is a fine line between play and what honestly borders on violence. Once again, never under any circumstances bait your cat into a fight. And when the heat gets too hot for you, just leave. Don't rant and rave, just simply walk away. When it comes to tackling a topic like this in terms of solutions, it's all about the collective, the environment you create for your cat coupled with how you treat your cat during play. As an owner, don't become your own worst enemy in all of this. Creating the best environment possible and then egging on your cat during play, well, that's like a false start in football. Just a self-inflicted wound that you could have avoided. Your cat's rough play, never fight fire with fire, and always be sure to create the best home life possible. That's the take-home message today. Like so many topics discussed here at Senior Cat Wellness, the objective is to build that bond, build that trust. Always keep the end game in mind. Never lose sight of the prize, especially if you are a new owner. If your cat doesn't trust you and doesn't respect your position in the home, you'll soon find yourself in a losing battle. To the audience of Senior Cat Wellness, your thoughts on this topic? Additional words of wisdom, perhaps? The comment section, as always, it's all yours. And until next time, I do thank you, as always, for taking some time out of your very busy day to join me right here at Senior Cat Wellness. Did you like what you heard today? If you did, please feel free to like and share this video and subscribe to the channel. And until next time, we'll talk to you later.